Hey family, I'm Stephanie Wade. I'm Habassia, helping your brothers and sisters in Africa. I'm also the one and only Creole Griotist. How y'all doing this morning? I know y'all hear my bird friends greeting me this morning. I didn't know if y'all was gonna be able to hear them very well this morning because the dogs was in competition like all night last night. I don't know what was up with them and their masters. Nobody was telling the dog be quiet or nothing. So anyway, they finally passed out this morning, I guess, because I hear the birds and not them. So hallelujah, hallelujah, and hallelujah. Everything's kind of magical around here, y'all. I used to wonder why when I be looking at my family and friends on social media, the ones particularly that stayed on the continent was always praying, y'all, for everything. And I wondered why. And I know my ex-husband used to say, religion was the opiate of the poor, and we wasn't poor. But I tell you guys, belief systems, they're very interesting. They are part of our fiber, part of what makes us us. Some of our belief systems are intertwined with cultural practices that have been lost in translation. They're still there as retentions, but we just don't consciously know. Sometimes as our third eye opens up and we're vibrating at a higher frequency, we feel things and hear things and see things. Sometimes in a dream that we process things, you know? I remember I once saw something about this indigenous fellow in the U.S. asked his grandfather about the two wolves that's inside of every human being, the good wolf and the bad wolf, or you could say good demons and bad demons, or whatever, where you're fighting yourself, the yin, the yang of life. And he said, grandfather, if it's two wolves fighting and you're feeding them, because people feed you with fears, fear mongering, and people give you all kind of positive affirmations. You got good books and bad books out there. So which wolf will survive with the good wolf and the bad wolf? And so his grandfather said, it's the wolf that you feed that will survive. It's the wolf that you feed. So if you're feeding all this negativity, that's what's going to survive in you. If you're feeding positivity, that's what'll survive in you. I was also thinking about the monkeys on your back as a metaphor for problems that we have that weigh us down. Well, sometimes people that think they trying to help somebody be in reality, it's just the monkey on your back. I don't need anybody else's false reality. Their fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. And people can say stuff so many times that's not true After a while, you might even start repeating it, you know? I know they kept asking me about my sister. Is that your daughter? Is that your daughter? You know, I'm like, she's not my daughter. She's my sister, you know? But yesterday, I was almost saying my daughter, and I'm like, what the heck? She's my sister. You know, people been asking so much about one thing because folks just want things to be what they feel like inside of their heads, you know? And not any realities. Most people don't even listen to what you say. Like I say, do you hear me, oh? Do you hear me? So anyway, I saw an awful post that somebody had nerve to post on social media yesterday. It was about an animal being abused. And abused by somebody. And then later was showing the monkey sharpening a knife to kill the person. It's like, why would somebody plant those horrible visions into anybody's head to share that evil? Like, why would they even allow that kind of crazy fear-mongering crap on social media, you know? It's like, how does this pass when most stuff is taken off for, you know, crazy reasons? But anyway, I ignored the post. And I said, why would somebody post that in the first place? And somebody that I used to think of as a poet, vibrations changed, y'all. And he posted that stuff in my messenger. And I was so upset. I told him that's why I'm in the motherland in the first place. I'm here to rest. I'm here to heal. I don't want to know any bad news from anybody. I don't want to see any evil posts from anybody. I definitely don't want it in my messenger. And if anybody does that again, that'll be their block. It's being zero tolerance from today. And let folks know. I do not want to see no evil post in my messenger. And if I see them posting that stuff and it's going on my feed, I'm going to delete it from my feed and I'm just going to block them, period. I do not need to be leaving negativity come into my mind because it's going to take a long time to get that vision out of my head. I had to look at lots of pictures of things that reminded me of home. And I mean Galveston, y'all. Galveston Island. That's my home, too. And I'm calm when I'm on the beach. I'm riding a ferry and all of that. The water calms my spirit, y'all. And I don't have anybody trying to do anything to me on the beach when I'm in Galveston other than say hello, and then they go about their business, and I go about my business. Here, it's not a no-hassle process on the beach because it's not enough tourists. And so because people trying to feed their families, they just ask you every other minute to buy something from them, juice or whatever else, even though they see you just leaving a bar. You know, it's just sad. It's just sad, y'all. I know people trying to just show y'all just the positive stuff, but it's good and bad all over the place. And all I want to say is that please don't send me no bad news. I'm trying to keep my vibrational level high, y'all. I'm trying to keep my vibrational level high. And I'm glad that the birds are helping me to have some pleasant memories to share with y'all guys of this place. And no, I'm not in any negative space, but I'm venting so folks will know. Don't share negative news with people like me. I'm an empath. I love animals. I love people. When I get that food forest going, y'all, the priority, one of the priorities is a monkey sanctuary. I'm having banana trees, big banana trees planted everywhere. Farther away from my house, though. The house will be last when I save more money. But otherwise, y'all, the trees are going up as the forest is growing for the monkeys. The monkey bread is already there. The monkeys will be safe when they make it to Habasi Food Forest. Nobody will be doing anything to monkeys there. If they do, they're the ones that's going to get thrown out the park and banned for life. Zero tolerance. Animals and people should be treated with respect. The monkeys, the chimpanzees, the gorillas, they're our cousins. Just as I treat people well, that's how I feel about the animals too. It's some beings that I don't think of as sentient, y'all. You know, like roaches and rats. I'm sorry, I don't see no need for them creatures. I admire the ants. I do. Because I see their hard work and determination, and they just do things bit by bit all together for the queen. And it works out. They do big things for the queen, as small as they are. Working together as a unit. So yeah, I admire them. But anyway, I don't want to take too much of y'all's time. I just want y'all to know, when you're working against fighting the power of good versus evil, that's the one I'm talking about. Our issue is not really just Babylon. The issue is that we feed Babylon inside of us if we so choose. And some of us try to contaminate the happiness of other people. I don't even think it's on a conscious level, y'all. I don't. Some people have been so contaminated by Babylon that they ooze Babylon, y'all. They ooze Babylon. Even though they talk about freedom, they want to pull you down into the miry place with them, into the sunken place. So all I can say is, all of these fearmongers, get thee behind me. Fearmongers. All this false evidence appearing real, get thee behind me. There's nothing new under the sun, y'all. Nothing new under the sun. In the beginning, there was evil as well as good. I choose to look at the good. The glass can be half empty or half full. I choose to see it completely full, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing, y'all. And I'm good. And I know it's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice with who you let into your mind. Because I agree with a lot of people that a lot of reality starts right inside here and here. So keep the fearmongers away. Just somebody starts saying negative stuff, just say, look, I really don't want to hear all that. I really don't. That's why I left whatever situation. I'm trying to leave that situation because I don't want to hear that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't need that in my life. That's the first freedom for me, is to remove negative people out of my life so I could breathe. So I can breathe. And that's a metaphor for my life in general. And it's not even a place. Like I said, I'm in a perfect place where I'm at peace and people are still sinning messages to me trying to mess with my peace. But it ain't happening. Hallelujah. I praise my Yah every day. I don't force my beliefs on anybody. But yes, I love my Creator. And I love the person I am right now. I don't deny the person I used to be, but I am not that same person. I am evolving, and I'm glad. I'm going to let y'all listen to a little bird song before this be too long and I can't even upload it. It's still before the sunrise. This is the last day from this spaceship, y'all, this mothership, last day. Well, guys, talk about perfect timing. As the 7 minutes of listening to the birds arrived, here comes the little person next door sweeping. So I beat her out this morning. So I hurried up and ended that episode. Guys, thank you so much for sharing with me in the comments. I know some of y'all are choosing to make changes in your life that's positive, and I'm so happy to hear it. I am. As y'all know, nobody can change you but who? You. You grown. You do what you want. I know. Free will is free for who? Everybody. That means you, and you. We can choose to enjoy our life every day we're here, no matter where we are in the world. And we can choose to be around positive people or not. And we can choose to eliminate fear-mongers from our periphery and not let them mess up with our positive vibrations. And you guys know, if you want to be personally connected to me, consider becoming part of Patreon. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all. Otherwise, while I'm here in the motherland, I will see subscribers when I'm at public places like Motu, or I just accidentally bump into them in the mall. I'm not doing any events to meet anybody. I'm just interacting with my patrons for now, because I have so much to do in such little time. Trying to get that fencing done and the food forest done before I go back to Galveston. But anyway, y'all, until next time, what? Remember that I agape love all of you. You, and yeah, you. Peace, peace, power to the people. And until next episode, goodbye from the Mothership. I'm out, y'all.